The topic of today's video is parotid gland. Parotid gland is one of the largest salivary gland in the body. It is known as parotid gland because it is present around the ear. Para means around and otic means ear. So this is the parotid gland. This parotid gland resembles a three-side pyramid. It has the apex, which is directed downward, and the gland has four surfaces. The superior surface, which is the base of the pyramid, the superficial surface, and anterior medial surface. This is anterior medial, and another one is behind this anterior medial. Here we have posterior medial. It is somewhat like this medial border. So it has a superficial surface. This one is the anterior medial, this one, and this one is posterior medial. This anterior medial and here posterior medial surface. These surfaces are separated by three borders: anterior border, this one, a posterior border, and a medial border, this one. The apex is related with, it overlaps the posterior belly of digastric muscle. This is posterior belly of digastric muscle. This one. This is posterior belly of digastric. This is digastric muscle and this is posterior belly. So the apex overlaps the posterior belly of digastric muscle and the adjoining part of the carotid triangle. The cervical branch of facial nerve and retromandibular vein, this is retromandibular vein, emerges near the apex. The superior surface or the base of the parotid gland is related with the cartilaginous part of the external acoustic meatus and the posterior surface of the TMJ. It is also related with superficial temporal vessels. These are the superficial temporal vessel, superficial temporal artery, which is a terminal branch of external carotid artery. The superficial surface is the largest of the four surfaces. It is covered with the skin, superficial fascia, parotid fascia. Next, the anterior medial surface is grooved by the posterior border of the ramus of mandible. It is related with the masseter muscle. This is masseter muscle, and it is related with lateral surface of the temporomandibular joint, posterior border of ramus of mandible. The posterior medial surface here is molded to the mastoid and the styloid process. This is mastoid process. It is molded to mastoid and the styloid process. These three border, anterior border, this one, it separates the superficial surface from the anterior medial surface. From this anterior border, parotid duct arises, which is known as Stenson duct. This is parotid duct. The posterior border separates the superficial surface from the posterior medial surface, and the medial border separates the anterior medial and the posterior medial surface. The structure which are present in the parotid gland are external carotid artery enter the parotid gland. This is external carotid artery. It enters the parotid gland, and maxillary artery and superficial temporal artery leaves the gland. The retromandibular vein, this is retromandibular vein, formed within the gland by the union of superficial temporal vein and the maxillary vein. At the near the apex, it divides into two divisions, the anterior division and a posterior division. The posterior division joined by the posterior auricular vein to form the external jugular vein, and the anterior division joined with the facial vein to form a common facial vein, which finally drain into the internal, this is internal jugular vein, finally drain into the internal jugular vein. The facial nerve also exit from the cranial cavity through stylomastoid foramen, and all the terminal branches of facial nerve emerges on the face from the anterior border of the parotid gland. So this is all about the external features of parotid gland, borders, surfaces, its location, its important relation, and the structure which are coming out from the parotid gland. Thank you.